We come to this place for magic.
We come
The
to
Last Will
AMC
Podcast.
theaters to laugh, to cry, to care, because we need that. All of us.
That indescribable feeling we get when the lights begin to dim and we go somewhere we've never been before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together.
Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel.
Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best parts of us, and stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here, they are.
The Last Will Podcast.
We make movies better.
Podcast. Thank you for listening to the Last Will Podcast. I'm Matt Young. I'm a theater educator and a parent. And ever since I lost my father to cancer, I have been mildly obsessed with death. This is my last will and testament. Todd Henry once said, "Balance is not better time management, but better boundary management." Today's episode is all about balance. And we have the whole team here. It's myself, Grady, and Claire, and we discuss balance. I hope you enjoy.
Appreciate it.
So what don't you want everybody to know about? Do you think he's falling for it?
Is he still here?
I don't know. Where'd he go?
Um,
It was interesting, too, because I was playing with the levels and finding a really nice level, and I found a real nice level. Now we're starting out hot because we had to erase all of the...
previous stuff.
what is it, burn booking? Is that what Grady was doing? He had a burn book?
No,
and he was going through every
fucking
page
burn
of the burn
book.
book?
Mm.
Mean Girls.
We are mean girls, boy.
Is that a song from
It's a
the
new
show?
musical.
It really is a musical, though. But I don't think...
Dream Girls.
Oh, Dream
And Mean Girls.
You were singing Dream Girls as Mean Girls? Is that
Uh-huh.
what
The
you were doing?
mashup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a mashup. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, jeez. Jesus Christmas. So this is the Last Will Podcast. We haven't been with you in a little bit of time here, and now we're back. And it is the original starting seven: Claire, Matt, and Grady.
What does that refer to, the starting seven?
The
Is that a
starting
baseball thing?
Seven is, I think, probably something made up. Starting five is hockey. No, hockey would be six. The starting six. Basketball's 5. Baseball's 9. Football's 11. Soccer's 11.
They skip 7?
So the starting 7 is totally and completely made up by me at this moment.
Curling.
I think.
Curling. Oh,
No,
okay.
curling's 3.
3, and then because of injury, there's always 4. Oh,
Yes, but
4
when they
deep.
talk about starting, that it's whoever's like
Well,
playing in the
they're
game
starting to get
first.
ready to get in there if they have to.
No.
Is it rugby?
No.
Te-
Rugby starting 7? No, I think rugby has.
What was like starting 13?
I don't know.
It's like 20 people out on the field.
There's a lot
Tennis?
of people. Tennis is not either of those. It's the starting 1 or starting 2. This is great material.
It's
People-
badminton or volleyball, I guess.
Yes.
It's not balanced.
You're going to have to bear with us as we find our footing. Feeding?
Our balance.
A balance.
Our feeding?
Our
feeding.
balance.
Our
No,
feetsies?
I think Grady's right. Our balance. Our balance. That's what we're looking for, is our balance.
Okay.
Today's topic happens to be
Balance.
balance and symmetry.
Possibly.
We'll see if we can get it going. I
How
don't
did you
know.
guys come up with balance and symmetry?
Just typed it out.
Yes, that's it's. I think on your thumbs, or did you talk into the phone? Was it
Don't
a
like
voice?
don't like to work my fingers too much.
Yeah,
You know, I do a lot of hand work on stage, so I probably
Keep those fingers
sit. Siri.
prim.
Yeah.
But is
Precious.
it so? Do you believe that balance and symmetry are the same?
They
No, I mean,
intersect.
They're different, and I'll get to that. The reason I thought balance was a good subject was because I hadn't seen you guys in a while, and I was feeling sad, and I texted you guys the other day. I have been doing my own thing, and Claire's been doing her own thing, and Grady's been doing his own thing, and I felt like I hadn't been good at balancing my work and the theater work and my friendships, and so that's, to me, why I wanted to put balance out there. That's why it made sense to me to do balance, because I wanted to uncover why I haven't been able to do all of those things as I would like my life to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I tend to do that. I tend to be imbalanced. It's not
Mhm.
unbalanced, but
Imbalanced.
imbalanced most of the time.
Unbalanced as well.
It's hard. It's hard to be perfectly balanced. I actually was just
It's impossible.
I was just
It's impossible.
asking a
That's the
couple
whole goal of
people
life.
a few weeks ago about if they feel like they have a good work-life balance, and both of them said yes.
Do they say that in Europe often?
No.
No. Or other continents other than Europe?
No.
Do they say that? I mean, they
Yeah,
have
South
a lot
America
of
is-
different languages
No.
and ways
Oh,
of saying
goodness,
things.
Claire. You know, I'm going to take that chair away from you. No, I mean, like in other countries, are they talking about like, oh, the work-life balance? We got to really
No, work
figure
is
that
work
out.
is not like a conversation topic. That's work.
Right.
Over here, that's all we talk about.
Like you go to Greece in the summer. I don't know that there's a lot of work going on, right? They are
Nope.
enjoying themselves. Also, it's
Mhm.
so hot. I would think that you can't do much
Yeah.
work. But yeah, in Europe and other places around the world, I don't think they have what we have in terms of like, are you balancing everything out? Because work dominates everything.
Well, so our friend Tim, I remember having a conversation with him when we did Joyful Noise a few years back, and he was doing our show, and prior to that, he had done another show, and I was talking to him. He had done so
8.
many shows
Yeah,
back to
it was
back
like 8
that year,
shows.
and I said, Tim, like, how do
He's
you
still going.
how do you do that? Like, how do you manage to do all those shows? And he said, I have a job that really focuses on a healthy work-life balance. So he said, whatever he does for work, like his boss or the management or whatever, really promote people to like be able to do what they love in addition to having their jobs. And
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds really great.
I should have a better version of it now that my hours are very, very solidified.
Well, and also Bath and Body Works. So you're coming up on a holiday season for you, so that's going to be more Saturdays.
Yes. Well, also, there's no like formal Bed Bath and Beyond stores, so you got to bring your huge.
Well, no, Bath and Body Works.
is not the
it's
same.
different.
Yeah, Bath
But,
and Body
you know,
Works is still
but their
around.
theater program is really interesting. Anyway,
Bath and
but-
Body Works
yeah.
theater program.
Yeah,
It's we're trying to diversify.
you definitely are.
Balance, according to the AI, balance is a condition which different elements are equal or in the correct proportions. Example: she struck a balance between work and family. Oh,
She
we just talked about
did.
it, yeah.
How did she do that?
Well, we
I'm
don't get into
shocked.
The AI does not get into that.
Well, does she have a name?
Sally.
Sally. What
Physi-
happened before?
Physical balance, the ability to maintain the body's center of gravity within its base.
Whoa.
Financial balance, work, chemical balance,
Ooh.
aesthetic and design balance, equilibrium, all of these things. I think aesthetic balance gets us into the symmetry. And this is what it says about symmetry. Symmetry is a property of an object or system where one part mirrors another or remains unchanged under a certain transformation. It is a fundamental concept across mathematics, science, art, and nature.
Yes.
And then it goes into all of those things. So symmetry to me it feels like a mirroring of each side, whereas balance can just be things are even. It doesn't have to be the exact same. I could have this much play and this much work, and that balances out, as opposed to symmetry the work would have to look like the play in order to do that. Does that make sense?
I just always thought that symmetry was like exact.
It is.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
But
It's
is
an
it?
exact copy.
But is it?
Symmetry, yes. That's what the definition
it's-
just said.
But if it's abstract symmetry,
But then
So-
if both sides are abstract.
When you are cutting,
there you go.
when you were cutting a diamond, one
It's
of
all about symmetry,
Talk to us.
isn't it?
one
Talk
of
to
the
Brilliant cut.
one of the brilliantier, the person who is creating the facets on the diamond.
Is that what they're called?
Can I speak to
Yeah.
the brilliantier, please?
Yeah, isn't that
This
such
is
a cool
Jane.
word?
I need
That
to
would
speak
be
to the,
nice.
I need to speak to the brilliantier now, please. Now.
That is quite a
Today.
job title to put into emails and have on business cards.
Brilliantier.
What do you do? I'm a brilliantier.
But
Followed by the question of what the fuck is that?
Well,
Now I know.
do you have a minute? I love your blazer. Sorry, this is a weird first date. I'm on alone.
that person is in charge of creating obviously the brilliance of the diamond, but creating the facets, the 57 facets on the stone, but also, and then eventually when it's finished, a grader will grade it for symmetry. And that has to do with, like, you have to be almost estimating, and because it's not exact, those facets and how they stem from the bottom of the culet up to the top of the crown angles, and like how are they all averaged out to a number that's kind of makes the whole thing balanced.
Shout out to Zales.
Wow, Claire, go back. There were 57 what's?
Facets.
Facets. Is that
that's what makes it sparkle. That's what makes it. You looks like it's reflective.
Can there be more than 57, or
Sure.
57 is okay?
Yeah, 55 to 57. Your biggest one is going to be the one on
The top, right?
Yeah, and sometimes there are extra facets that could be to maybe like try to hide an inclusion or something like that.
Which is what?
An internal clarity
Well,
characteristic
it's
of a
where
diamond.
the Scarlet Witch decides that she wants to go take
So
her
look at-
children from another
Yes,
universe.
that's
so
an
that
inclusion.
She,
She
could have,
rips a little hole in the fabric of time.
Yes.
Come on in.
Wow, we could
everybody.
do a whole episode on diamonds, couldn't we?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
They're forever.
Or are they?
Because there's plenty of them, aren't there? We're just like hoarding them. No, I know everything that you just said. I've never heard of it before in my life, and so that's really interesting to me.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Gemstones are fascinating.
And they have facets too. Facetnating.
I don't like the pun though. I think
Sorry.
we're gonna strike that
Yeah,
one.
You don't like puns though.
Nope, I don't.
You have your loop?
Yeah.
Silly
Always.
cleverness that people have to figure out. I don't like it. It's exclusionary comedy, those puns, and I don't care for it at all.
Sorry.
No, but there has to be balance in comedy as well. So you're allowed your puns because they have to exist alongside my cringe, which I love.
I think
good cringe, some slapstick. I also love that misdirection. I love a mislead. I love taking you down a path and then jumping out with something surprising. That's my favorite kind of comedy.
Yeah.
Is there a rule in comedy or improv
Three
that
of them.
like three, right? It's the rule of three.
Yeah, look, it's there, but it's to me, it's never
Rules
a hard
not made
fast
to
rule.
be broken.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes no, but here's okay.
But you got to know the rules to break them.
Interesting. Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
For
Here comes the inclusion.
No. This is what I was going to say. In composition, like so, I'm teaching production of video production and stuff.
Boat's leaving.
Oh, should we get on it or should we wait
Yeah,
for the
you
next
should.
one? People, you can tell that we haven't been together in a while. We're talking about balance, and you're like, oh, the rule of three. There is balance in three,
There is.
right?
Yeah.
Because if you're doing a
just
scene
the comedy,
or a play, or you have a gag that comes 3 times, it feels very balanced at the end that you've gotten all 3. If you get 2, it doesn't feel right. If you get 4, sometimes it may feel different. But like also in composition, I was saying that we were doing, I'm doing video production now. In one of the elements of composition is balance, and it can be on both sides of the frame, but it can also be there's 1 in the middle and 2 on the sides. Makes it feel balanced. I wouldn't say there's the rule of 3, but I don't think that that's what that is. But it does create balance when you're thinking about a frame, having 1 in the middle and 2 on the sides. That makes a thing feel balanced. I would think in a room, if you have a couch and 2 chairs on it, that feels balanced. It doesn't have to be an equal number of things to feel balanced.
Actually,
that's my
funny
whole
enough,
point.
equal numbers in theater often equal imbalance on stage. You need an odd number to have a dividing.
Well, you have a lead role if that person carries the show, and then you could have 5 ensemble members.
Or you have 1 lead and 4. So that there's still, I don't know. I think there still has to be.
Well, you have 3 leads, and then you just take a company bow. Doesn't matter.
company pal.
So interesting though, the rule of 3s in comedy. It does feel a little like it doesn't work if there's too many of it, or if there is too many, you have to go further. You can't go less, for sure. 4 doesn't feel right. You have to go up to 5 or 7 of the same like reoccurring gag, like a running gag, like the way the Muppet movie did it so perfectly, where I think it's Telly Savalas is at the bar with a girl, and they're with Kermit, and he's like, "Don't touch him, you'll get warts." And Kermit goes, "Well, that's just a myth." And he goes, it's a what? He goes, it's a myth, a myth. And then a lady goes, yes. And that happens throughout the whole movie, more than 3 times. All right.
Running gag.
Thank you for listening to the Last Will podcast. I've been your host. My name is Grady Dennis. And, what?
I had bathtub thoughts about
Okay.
balance.
Okay.
Balance and buoyancy.
See, I think that we find a lot of people that are imbalanced, right?
You're feeling good about that one, aren't you?
Yeah.
Balance and buoyancy.
Because you're in the bathtub.
Yeah. Right, but see,
Float those ideas to us.
you have to understand what being unbalanced is or imbalance is to know that there is balance and to seek that out. So then balance, then you want to make that right. And then it becomes a state of being. It becomes kinetic. Balance becomes emotion. Because you'll only have balance, true balance, when you feel it, it happens. It's very quick. It's very fleeting. It's not possible, really. Because if you look at balance, balance is at the top of the pyramid. So we're striving to achieve that our whole lives. But how do you get to the top of the pyramid from the bottom? There's many different ways you can get up to the pyramid, but it's all about balancing as you go up, right? And you'll never, ever reach the top. That's what we're trying to reach. But a human can't achieve that. That's perfection. So then it becomes something you got to foster and maintain. And then you're always trying to achieve perfect balance, but it's not possible. But it's getting as close to it as possible, right? It starts to become a feeling where you don't want to spend too much time or energy on one thing because you can't make it happen. You have to let it go, and then things will start to balance themselves out as you do the work.
Mm-hmm.
This is complicated, isn't it?
No, I get it. I'm with you.
Because it'll balance itself out and you don't have to do all that work. Or in the same space, you realize how heavy it is and that you do have to do the work to balance it out. And that takes a lot of reassessment, a lot of silence. It takes a lot of patience. If you want to simplify that even more, you could label it then as almost balance as a goal, something you have to achieve, because once one knows what it feels like to not have the turmoil of imbalance, we work toward having balance. And then if we're good enough at it, we work hard enough at it, we're patient enough for ourselves, balance starts to naturally happen in certain areas because of our daily habits that we've created, with rituals we've created, like breathing, meditation, communication, silence, whatever. But then one starts to realize the ultimate balance, again, is like the pyramid. And you're just trying to find the right route to get up there. And you'll have flashes of balance, because then you know what it feels like, so you continue to strive for that. But they're very fleeting, very fleeting. I can name probably I'll count on my hand times I've felt true balance for just a minute. It's a great feeling.
So is that
So then it becomes
like the life goal?
Yeah, it becomes exactly balance. Now becomes not just a thing. It becomes a goal. It becomes kinetic. It becomes emotion. It becomes something that we're striving for. But we have to let it. But we also have to know. Okay, there's 8 reins here. Okay, I'm pulling on these 2 right now. I let these 2 go and focus on these 2. Let these 2 do their own work. They'll balance themselves out. Balance is tricky, I think, because I can't. It's hard to equate anything.
No,
because
I wonder if, as you're saying this, I'm thinking about success in terms of balance being more of a feeling than it is something
you
that
do feel it.
that
Yes.
looks
sure.
even.
Absolutely.
You know, like
Yeah,
visually,
yes.
it's not a thing that
It
looks even.
becomes a kinetic.
It's a feeling.
You
yeah.
feel it. You
Yeah.
know it immediately, and then guess what? Then it goes boop, and immediately, because that's just life. Then you got to I want that back. So then you're looking for how to get that back. But I think often people is got the 5 reins in front of them, pulling on the wrong ones, and
At the wrong time.
at the wrong time, and not
so-
letting them go, and let that balance create itself, and actually do the work on the ones that actually really need your work, because the mind wants to trick us. Oh, you can't get there. You can't get there. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have that. Don't strive for that. That's never going to happen. No, it's not about whether it's going to happen or not. But if I'm working toward that with daily rituals, again, meditation, silence, communication, friendship, whatever it may be, to push me toward that goal, well, isn't that worth something? I think so.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the idea of letting go as a tool towards balance.
Well, because it's what the mind wants you to go, no, hold on tighter. But then you hold on tighter, and just the sand, what does it do? It goes right through your fingers.
but somehow I just live that way. I don't know why, but me, Matthew, cannot let go. Can never let go. I'm always holding on to something.
Always?
Someone. Always. It's usually
So
someone.
you believe in an
I'm
absolute
holding
that
on
strong.
to.
You are always. You never have you can't think of a moment in the past year where you had 1 second where you were like, everything feels really great right now, even if it's just a second. Come on, you got to give me 1 second.
Yeah, of course there's a second, but the minute, and it's more than it is not.
Yeah.
Okay, where I'm not connected to someone, and I want to be connected to that individual, and so even if there are signs that see, even she's rolling her eyes in the back of her head because she knows
She's
exactly
meditating to find
what this
balance.
thing- No. She's going, Matt, yeah, just fucking let go.
I'm
Honor
sitting
people's
here with my
boundaries
eyes
and just let
closed.
go.
That's all I'm doing.
But
That is the most
that's
judgmental face
wow.
I've ever
Could
seen
that
in my
sentence
life.
drip with any more contempt? Jeez.
Anyways, that's my struggle all the time. I can't let go to find that balance.
You
Or at
can
least
let go, but you're not. Something's holding
I
you back
won't.
from letting go. You won't let go.
I
You
won't
won't.
let go. I know I should, and I can't.
Heart of
I
the
don't know
ocean,
why I
Matt.
can't.
Heart of the ocean. It's got to go back. Not again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you fucking Titanic me, you son of a gun! Don't you dare Titanic
Son of
me.
a gun.
Well, I was going to say son of a bitch. Your mother just died.
Your face is getting red. Are
Wow.
you angry?
He's flushed.
I'm a little flushed. Well, yes, because I'm in this fucking not letting go space when there's someone who obviously doesn't want to be in my life, for whatever reason, and yet I can't just let go and
But you
move
but
on
you
and-
can.
and
You
go
choose not to.
Okay.
Because
Semantics, but
it's not
Semantics.
it's not impossible to, I mean, you can look at your life and be like, this is how it is. It's always going to be like this. Or, I mean, the only way that it will change is if you actually implement the change. So,
Keep going, Claire.
I think also sometimes to notice that there might be some balance there, you actually have to almost look for it. And
I'm
there
listening.
have been times.
I'm sorry.
There have been times.
My phone broke.
What just happened?
Grady really likes his bad saxophone thing, and it's really subtle, and so it doesn't totally translate, but it does to Grady,
I
and
like
it brings
as-
him joy.
I like it as narration.
as it narrates
Somebody
the
talking.
music.
Claire.
It's really funny. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I had there was a bit of time this year, a couple days, that I was like, oh, I feel good.
Joni Mitchell concert. I felt true balance
Put a
See.
lot of
for
pressure
a
on
couple
Joni Mitchell.
hours.
Oh, no.
She's
can
got a
handle it.
cane.
She can
She's sitting. She's sitting down.
Speaking of which, I always listen to music in the shower,
Yes.
and I only use Spotify now, and
And that Bluetooth speaker
Claire's
that I gave you.
no, because that's not a shower one. That's right out here.
Try it.
You want me to ruin your speaker?
No.
It doesn't stick to the wall. Anyway, so I was in the shower, and Claire's Circle Game came on, and I felt a little vulnerable.
Listen.
Claire's never been in the
listen,
shower
but
with me
listen.
before, and so
Listen.
I felt a little strange.
I'm not
I grabbed
okay.
the towel,
All right.
and I was finished.
Ooh, okay.
I
That's
had to
not.
cover
That's
up. It
not
felt-
what I meant. I know.
It was.
Hey,
I felt
can we
vulnerable.
rewind, please? Water.
I thought that
water.
was funny.
Water creates a space, which is why I said my bathtub notes. The shape of water. Water creates a space for vulnerability and openness.
Should
It
we
cre-
put Matt
creates
into
this-
a water space for
I
a
would.
year? So
I'd
that he can
love.
finally
Listen,
let go of
if
some
I
shit?
could get
I
an
am a Pisces.
If I could get him an
That makes
ISO
sense.
tank, I would love it. Where all you do is just float. You float in the tank. It's
Maybe
quiet.
we should just put him in a sauna. for like a
Let's
year.
not think about different places where we're gonna put Matt
not
that
a
are
sauna-
hot
a
or
sauna
cold.
scene.
But let's.
Why? I like that idea.
Well, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna need to do some research.
When
Then
do
I
I
can
get to go
finally-
into the ground? It's nice and cool
no,
there.
it's not wet there.
No.
It can be.
Well, I guess we could throw you overboard.
Nice.
There's a boat here somewhere.
You're being.
Yes. Where's the boat?
Yeah, well, I thought you were being cremated.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I am going to be your greatest adventure. because you're gonna have to spread my ashes everywhere.
Oh, I'm not doing a game. No, I'm not. Oh no.
Grady, how dare you?
How dare you? Who's paying for this?
Well, you'll figure it out.
Matt's got money. He'll give it.
Yeah,
He'll leave us
I'll
for the
leave
adventure.
I'll leave you some traveler's checks. I'll leave you my bar mitzvah
Ew.
bonds. My bar mitzvah bonds you can
They're
have.
still worth something.
No, they're not. I
I
cashed
love
them
how
in.
those go to
Oh, you
us.
did.
It's been 30 years.
Oh well, I guess they.
Imagine that, though?
What is that
Yeah.
called? They cap off. The equity stops. It
Yeah, I
caps-
don't think you get to
it
get
caps
more
off
out
at a
of them.
certain point.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm addicted to gambling.
Okay, that's
No, I'm
that
I
makes
actually
balance
I actually
a little
hate
bit more
gambling, so-
difficult.
Put me all
Yeah.
on black.
on blast.
Yeah, black.
Oh,
You
so
get
put,
red
put
or
me all
black.
on blast. Well, that's all the numbers.
No, you can't make money that way at all.
I'm a crazy gambler.
Yeah. So what were we saying?
Water, space for water.
Water.
Matt in the
letting-
shower.
letting
listening
go.
to me
Water
singing.
That's true.
But did you feel balance at Joni Mitchell? I felt so much
Yeah.
balance the minute that bass started for Hijira. I felt complete and total. I felt at peace.
There-
And peace, I think, happens when balance happens. So,
Well, speaking of water,
but her music's so imbalanced in the most beautiful way.
yeah.
That it's so abstract, and then you just live in it and let it just be, and kind of just be all over you and inside you, and it's just wonderful, isn't it?
Well, I think listening to live music and live music of artists that you
Right.
love in particular, I have always felt so much joy because I don't go to a lot of concerts because I only
That
go.
was an experience.
I only
wasn't
go
it?
to
Not a
concerts
concert,
of
right?
artists that I really care for. And last year I went to I saw the Staves twice, and then I saw Joni once, and there's something so I was so present in those moments.
Yes, present. Yeah, fine, and that's balance too. Being present, because you can't be
because
present.
there's
without-
nothing, but there's nothing on either side. You're directly in the middle.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's interesting. I think one of the greatest lessons or gifts I've gotten from loving her music and listening to it and studying it and letting it live with me is that perfection is not. It doesn't happen. Overrated. Doesn't.
No.
It's not beautiful. If there's so many things that she's done that shouldn't work that do. Anyway, just her tunings alone. Anyway,
Well, there's
her tunings are imbalanced. They shouldn't
Yeah,
work
I
on
tend to
paper, but they
feel-
do.
multiple things when I'm listening to Joni Mitchell. And at that concert, you've got the experience of being there, and then you've got
And then the people with you. So it's a
right, and then you have the
pe-
aspect of live music, and then you're excited because what is
oh, and
she
now
going
the
to
sun's
play
going
next?
down over the Hollywood Bowl, and you're.
The moon. The moon's going up.
But
over
the sun did go
Hollywood Bowl.
down, and the moon did come up.
Oh, okay.
The sun goes down.
I think about you.
The coffee cup.
I think about you.
I want you so.
It's like I'm
the saxophone
losing
again.
my mind.
All
Do, do,
afternoon
do.
doing every little chore. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do that song. Very angry. I know it's usually
Can
angry,
you please?
but just as a
Just not
a
right,
really
is it?
angry spouse.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, the sun comes up. I think about you. It's exhausting. The coffee cup. Think about you. Again, exhausting. And do you know? It's like I'm losing my mind. And you're loving it, aren't you? All afternoon I'm doing every little chore, and the thought of you stays bright, just right on my brain, right there, sitting right here in the frontal lobe. You won't go away, will you? Just sitting on the horn, ready to go, right in the driveway. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor. I'm not going left, I'm not going right, because I'm standing there and I'm all pilled up. Where's my vodka?
Does Joni Mitchell really talk about the frontal lobe?
No, that's
No,
song
this
time.
is Follies.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
when did we switch?
I dim the lights and think about you.
When you said the sun comes up,
spend sleepless
Oh, so
nights.
I was the
that was you.
I was change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Anyway,
So can you have symmetry in your life, or symmetry just something that you can see? You don't like those definitions?
No, I've never thought of having symmetry in my life. What the things that I like that I would like to have symmetrical are
People's faces
the car wheels, the wheels.
Yes,
I want
on
those
the bus.
on my car.
Oh,
I want my car to, I want. Well, okay,
Symmetrical.
that's also balance. So I don't know.
yes. I mean, I think that symmetry will be balanced, but I don't think that balance has to be symmetry.
Got it.
Yes.
You
I just
know?
want the car to work. I want
Okay.
so that what else? I
But
don't
you
know.
can't really feel symmetry like you can feel balance.
No.
For sure.
I mean, I when I think of symmetry, I think of things that I can see.
Yes. Well, I
But-
think that's what I was trying to
And
say.
I don't need that. Although I'm looking at this thing in front of me on the wall, which I've been staring at like the entire time we've done our podcast together. That's actually symmetrical. I've never noticed that before.
Yeah. I have old
It's all these
pictures of
pictures.
the boys.
Yeah. And it's like it's a picture collage, and if you were to cut it right down the middle and fold it over, it would
Be the exact same
it would
on
be
both
the
sides.
exact same, right?
Like a
Now-
Rorschach.
Rorschach.
Is that what
That's
Rorschach
just
is?
slower, but it was
Well,
coming-
usually it's like ink that you put in a folded
You
piece
press.
of paper, and so it's the same on both sides.
What is this? A
I thought
plumber? What's
Rorschach
this?
was look
Mommy
at this
choking
thing and
dad?
everyone sees this as something different.
Yes, but because it's basically like ink in a folded piece of paper, it's always going to be symmetrical.
Oh,
I believe. I was looking up at those pictures too, and that is not what those kids look like
no.
anymore.
But see, if I were to do a collage on my wall, I don't know if I would make it symmetrical. I like a little not symmetry when it comes
Most
to my.
Yeah.
architects, designers will tell you that symmetry, often say symmetry is boring.
Mm.
I
But
do like it on stage though sometimes, unless I'm like
Yeah.
purposefully putting things off kilter on,
I like
you know,
symmetry on
with
stage.
design.
Yeah, I like
I'm like, why aren't you on the same space on that side of the stage as you
a little bit. I like an encasing of symmetry, but an
Like the hot dog of symmetry.
Yeah.
No, that's casing, not
I like
encasing.
I like the encasing of symmetry
Yes.
on stage, but then within that, I like to see reality, which is not symmetrical.
Nope.
But I don't mind seeing the stage or the set as a piece of symmetry.
So
And
if
that's why Yerma's so interesting
if you were
in the
to
glass box.
watch like a lineup of people on stage and they're all different heights, or like most of them
Like
are the
chorus
same height
line.
and then one is a little shorter, would that bother you?
No, not at all.
No.
Look at
Oh.
chorus line.
That
No,
bothers me.
I don't want them.
Chorus line is that's the whole show, and they're all different heights.
Yeah.
But they're designed to stand in line
They
in
are.
a way so that it isn't awkward looking.
That's and except no, it's not awkward at all.
No, but I also think like for me, the balance comes with the space in between, not the high and low, but the side to side. So as long as the space between everybody feels the same, then it will feel balanced to me. And I think that the way
Yes,
they're staged in chorus line,
Doesn't matter where
the
you
way
can
they're staged.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
different.
There's like what I don't know, whatever 7 inches in between everybody. 7, you know.
And we do when I played Greg, we did do that, and everybody has the same pose too.
Which one was Greg?
So Greg's the gay one. He doesn't
I
sing much on.
I don't see sexual orientation.
Well,
What was the storyline?
he got an erection at school and had to stack his books up on top of his wiener.
That's a weird school. Like that was an assignment.
He was like, and one day, and all your books stacked up in front of you. I don't know. I don't remember.
You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe that wasn't the actual script to chorus line.
It
That-
is.
that perhaps somebody.
It's a deep cut side character. He's in the lineup though, Greg.
Oh,
But I think what you're
Sure.
saying is true. If people are all over the stage, but I don't know it.
Yeah.
But you know it. Basically, everyone you can say is like 3 feet apart. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter where they are. Even if it's chaotic, it still creates this undertone of balance, which then makes it work. Otherwise, because you're setting the foundation, right?
Right.
So the foundations were 3 feet. We're saying 3 feet.
Yep.
And you could keep that consistently, then this reality comes into play that's really interesting because no one's ever getting into anybody's faces. It's more believable, I
Right.
think, that way. Even though it's structured, I think it's more believable. Distance is everything to me on stage. And you love distance as well.
Yes.
I'd rather be on opposite sides, completely having the most intimate conversation than
Yes.
sitting whispering to
No,
somebody.
because the stage
It's
isn't
completely
for.
boring. And the stage is not for that. No.
So I'm having that experience right now in our town. So in the second act, spoilers, there's a marriage, right? And so my character ends up playing the minister of this marriage. So there is an aisle in between seats. And in that aisle, I don't know, there's like 9 on one side, 9 on the other, or something like that. But the last 2 on stage right are indented, so they're not making the line. So the aisle for the marriage is off, and it bothers me so much
Oh, wow.
when I look at
Listen to
it,
you.
because it makes one side of the aisle spread out into like almost an open V space, and it doesn't look right to me. So I would have taken those 2 chairs and put them as close to the center aisle as I could have, so it would have looked like an aisle, and it wouldn't have changed anything.
Well, here-
Having them further over, for my eye, from where I'm standing, which is at totally upstage, it just looks awful. Maybe it looks different from the audience, but like I want
But
the aisle.
I think-
does that make sense?
Yes,
what I'm saying?
it
Yeah.
does make sense, and I also think that's also a piece about balance and symmetry.
The whole play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And because it's about that, your eye is even leaning more in toward like having it. That show's very cut and dry. You read through that show one time and go, I think I'm going to try this with this character. Yeah, that's not that show. These characters were pretty much. I don't say this about a lot of shows, but there's not that show has to have certain things that are happening, and all the lines have to be said.
That's true.
In listen, that show does ask for a very simple symmetry. It does, and that's what makes it work. Part of it,
Yeah, I don't know.
but it's not a movie. You can't do interpretations of it, really. I don't.
I think if I was a director, I would have to. I
'Cause you'd set
wouldn't.
it in
I
the
wouldn't be
sewer,
able to. Yeah, well, I mean, that seems like
or
it makes
or
the
at
most.
CVS.
It's our CVS, our sewer. No, I don't know. I'm in the middle of it, and I don't know
Which is probably why too. You're
any of those. I don't know if you're right. I don't know if you're wrong.
I don't think there is a right or wrong. I just think that I'm right.
Oh, well.
No, I don't think there is a right or wrong. It's just I recently reread it again and went, oh, I'm also not in the greatest headspace to be,
That's
going
true
through
too.
some grief here,
Yeah.
everybody. Just to catch you up. Mom's gone.
I will say it is working on the people who are coming to see it
but that show
in the way that
is,
it should work. I guess.
if you keep that, if you don't mess with it, it's unkillable. It will always get that reaction.
It never had for me as an audience member, though.
But I'm not interested in that. Neither are you.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in that type of storytelling.
we are running Claire out of town.
Claire, not like this.
Don't leave, Claire.
Oh no,
She went out the
Let's talk
door.
Star Wars, I guess.
There'll
Oh
be
no,
no more cackling.
this
I guess
episode
we're not
is
gonna
over
have.
with.
Yeah, so Grady and I have to float by ourselves. No, I know what you're saying. I don't know that my feelings about it were right. I don't know that my feelings about it were
I don't
wrong.
think there's a right or
I just know that it is having an effect on people, like a deep effect on people in a way, like people I know and people I trust. It's not just like
Right.
strangers are saying things, and that's great, and strangers can their opinions are what their opinions are, but like
But with the turmoil of the world, aren't we all seeking some balance and peace right now more
Sure.
than ever, even if we don't know it or can't
Sure.
verbalize it? So yeah, that's what that show does. It gives you a peace of mind that everything's going to be okay.
Well,
that everything's going to work
let's just
out.
move those 2 chairs at the wedding though to
That
the
will-
aisle.
That
I mean, that's really the most
that we
important
will
part.
get through this
Yeah.
together in some way that and I appreciate that message, but I find, well, now we're gonna get deeper, and I'm
Well, look, you don't
I
have to sell
think-
tickets because we're sold out. Which
That's-
is something,
that's right.
Something I don't really have any experience with.
thank you.
Because every
You're
play
the sold
that I
out
do,
run.
we're begging people.
Matt
to
and I
come.
are the kiss of death. So we do a show. Guess what? 15 people are gonna love it, and that's the whole run. But what I'm trying to say is that Matt has something in him that just kills a show, and it's
Thank
just
you.
something. You're welcome. And it's something
In a
special.
good way?
And no, I have the same thing. And we're kind of the, what's the stuff you spray on the weeds and you say you better get out of this yard? What's this?
Pesticides.
Yeah, but it's a certain brand. That's
DEET?
Roundup. Matt and I are the Roundup
Oh.
of theater in this area.
for theater
It's like
audiences.
we just, hey, how are you? I was spraying the face with the Roundup. Come back, please come
Look,
back.
Well, what you do is you need good relationships with people who run theaters. You need relationships that you could just like call them immediately.
That's balanced.
and
That's
yes,
too balanced.
and be able to.
But this show for however long, 2 hours, creates balance and brings people back to a world that isn't falling everywhere.
43 minutes.
But I think
44 minutes and 38 minutes or something like that is what it is. I think we move. I definitely think we move.
It's 44 minutes, the
So,
show?
no, that's the first act.
Oh,
And then you have an intermission, and then the second act
act's
is like
longer.
40-something minutes,
okay.
and then the last act is 30. So the second half of the show is longer.
Wait,
An American classic, 3 acts.
it's got 3 acts?
Yes, but only one intermission. Claire,
Why don't they just
you,
have...
You didn't have tickets, so you
Why-
don't have to worry about it.
Why don't they just
Don't
have
be
2 acts
Don't
with
be
one
imbalanced
intermission?
about this because they have to balance it out.
Because he wrote
But
it
the
at
second,
the turn. He
but
wrote
the
it at the turn
third
of the
act
century.
with no intermission just makes the whole second part where you have to sit in your seat
Yes.
is so
Do
much
I
longer.
love this show? No. Do I think this show will work right now because of the environment we're all living in more than ever?
It is.
And you're seeing
I've
that
seen it.
emotion.
Absolutely. I've seen
And you're
it.
seeing people probably you don't see usually moved
Oh,
go,
jeez.
God, I don't know, I'm just really moved right now. But seeing things come together when we're just so, I think, laissez-faire and blah, 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 like, well, the world's falling apart. It's not falling apart. I don't believe that. I believe we're in a really horrible
Have
position.
you watched the news?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have watched the
Okay.
news, but I'm not gonna fall into a doomsday hole. We are not done.
No, I don't think we're
We are
done.
not done. We can fight, and we can work together to get balance back. Because we want to just end this on this. We are imbalanced right now. But the great thing about being imbalanced is that it's not permanent.
No, it's not.
Balance
And
is not permanent, and neither is imbalance.
No, but you can't be passive and hoping that balance. I mean,
Right.
if we're
Exactly.
talking overall metaphor, you can't be passive and hoping that balance is going to come around.
And right now,
there
what
has to be fight.
What you're
right
doing
now.
in the theater is actually fighting. I mean, I think the theater is always a fight.
And what we
It
need
is
in
an
times
act of
like
rebellion.
this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we need this right now. What you're doing is really great. So it doesn't matter whether Grady Dennis wants to hear this show or see it. We need these things right now.
Right.
I don't know that I need it, but maybe I would go and go, wow, that actually felt good for a minute. I don't know. Like the
Well,
new
but-
Superman. I'm
but-
like, another Superman. I'm like, God, I felt great after watching that.
Yep.
Made me feel hopeful that, we got the franchise back. We're back to the original, like, this is just a dude, but he's an alien. I mean, there's like, I don't know, whatever. Watch it. It's on HBO Max if you got it. You can watch it for free. But Matt and I
Well,
both
no,
enjoyed it.
I mean the
thoroughly.
The thing about Superman in general,
It brings
and
the
Claire will
balance.
tell you this in a second.
Yes.
The thing about Superman in general is that he's this powerful god alien that could destroy the world. And is he that? And does he understand humanity? But the truth of the matter is, you're not who your parents made.
No.
You're the people who raised you. And he was raised by Ma and Pa
We're
Kent.
good people.
And they're good people.
They taught
good
him
Midwestern
balance.
people. And they made him, they tapped into his humanity. He's more human than most. He's more human than most because he's got the Spider-Man thing. He's got the responsibility because he's got such great power. And he takes that seriously. And that's really what makes him wonderful. So
Balance. Once again.
yeah.
Superman's there to keep the peace. Balance is peace.
Or
Peace
at
is
least
balance.
That's what I think the best versions of Superman are.
Yeah.
And that is by far what we're getting with
We're-
David Cornsweat. Claire likes his name. She didn't know that there was a new Superman.
Aloysius Corn.
He's dreamy though.
He
is
looks
dreamy.
like the other one. I mean, I didn't
He looks like
study-
he's got Superman
All
face.
right, let's not
Superman
veer
face.
off. I'm gonna
About
read
what?
I'm gonna read from
that curl is balanced.
What was his name?
David Cornsweat?
David.
But he does. There is such a thing as Superman face.
Well, David Corn sweat, and I don't care.
He
I
is.
just walked into that.
He is.
I just walked into that.
delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually.
he is.
Wow, he and I could get together. We're like close in age.
Yeah.
Let me call him.
Oh, he's married. Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry about
sorry.
that.
Sorry, Julia Best Warner. That's his wife's name.
There we go.
That's a weird
So
name.
we're promoting Superman, obviously. No, it's really interesting to be inside an experience like this right now, and I hope that I move it along. I have the opportunity to move the
You
play
definitely
along,
do, and
and
you
so
are.
in any long play, it's nice to have somebody who knows that we don't want to take too much time here.
all aboard.
I
No,
don't-
seriously.
Any
I'm
long
pulling
pauses
up-
that I take, I don't ever take long. Like in most shows, I'll take a long pause. I don't take any long pauses to make a joke or anything in this. Any long pause I take is because I don't know what I'm supposed to say, or I'm doubting what's supposed to say next.
Well, but that then works. I mean,
Well, it feels a lot longer sometimes when you're in the space. But I got through it all yesterday for sure. I did the best version of it that I think I've done. And
It's only going to get better.
and then at the very end, when it's supposed to be this emotional thing, and I walk from the audience to make my final little speech, I just bump into my podium. Like I'm getting out to go, and I bump it. I don't know who heard it, but I was like, oh, that fucking ruins the momentum of this. Because I try to do it. I try to time it right so that like I'm walking as they're saying the cue lines for what my speech is. And so I'm getting out from behind my podium, which is in the audience, and I just bump it. And I'm like, oh, I fucking ruined that. Make all this noise.
That's what life is like.
Yes, that's
Life's
exactly
like
what
this.
it's like.
I think we've covered balance today, unless we want to really get.
Well, we've got like 15 minutes.
We have 5 minutes left.
5 minutes.
I'm sorry. We have 15 minutes
I'm
left.
calling it.
No. Let's just a few myths, okay?
Okay.
Balance means doing everything perfectly at once.
Hated it.
Okay. Balance is a fixed state you achieve once.
No.
No.
Balance is a dynamic and context dependent. It shifts with seasons, workloads, health, and priorities.
Try
Yes.
again.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That
Oh.
was the reality of it's a fixed state.
Oh.
Myth. If something important is out of balance, you failed.
No.
Die.
Balance requires rigid schedules and zero slack.
Yes.
Balance means equal time for all areas of life.
I wish.
No.
No.
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
Balance
Time isn't equal, so fuck that.
Time is a construct.
Balance is only about time management.
No.
Balance looks like the same for everyone.
Yes.
What I really enjoy about this conversation that we're having is the way you guys are elaborating on your opinions.
We're
yes.
commenting on our
No.
comment.
Yes. Duty. D-U-T-Y.
Like Call of Duty or do
Yeah.
no?
Different. Achieving balance means eliminating stress.
That would help. Don't know. Hey, you get out of here, stress.
Yeah. You know what? Why didn't I think of that before?
It's just so easy. Just make the agreement. I release this from my body. I release this from my body.
just
Hello?
let it go.
I release this from my body.
What
It's
if you
not
could,
leaving.
What if you could relieve stress through farting? We would be the most stress-free trio in
Matt?
the world, right? No, we don't fart. Is that what we're saying?
Well,
no, I'm just trying to think of a nice way to say it.
I would sleep so peacefully.
I guess that would mean that like fart. So I don't know.
You'd be something like, I'm not mad. Okay, I was
right.
holding a
That sounds like diarrhea. All right.
I'm
That
just
sounds
saying,
like
if
you
you
shit
just
your
somebody's
pants.
like telling you they're not mad.
of all the fart sounds that Grady has made, that's the one he chose for that.
I know, right?
I didn't choose it; it just happened. I don't think about.
What was
these
the line
things.
again?
I don't know. What did I
No,
say?
I don't know. Like, I'm going to forgive you or something like.
Oh,
no.
I'm not angry at all.
Okay. No, why is it wet? It doesn't have to be.
Because
What if
you're
it was,
saying you're
Grady, no, what if it was just a little like?
Okay,
we do
fine.
what?
I've never
Like-
been so angry. Okay, well, I
That's
am holding it a little
fucking
bit.
funny. That would
Really?
be fucking funny.
With that, thank
Yes.
you so much. Well, maybe I'll get on America's Got Talent,
I hope
and
you
then we
do.
can get a sponsor.
I hope you do.
And you can just quit your job at Bath and Body Works.
Can you just write it into your script for crying out loud?
You know,
Every time you think it's a wet fart, think of another fart. Okay.
write like no one's watching. Dance like no one's watching. I just did, and I ran to the podium. Someone was like, "Hey, there's a podium there." Shit, he hit it. Kill the moment. No.
People are gonna think you have a speech impediment because you've got a lozenge in your mouth.
I do have a speech impediment.
It's and
It's real.
oh, okay.
I've never heard it.
Okay, well, listen closely. No, I don't. It's all a joke. It's just a breath thing. My breath is probably.
Grady, why did you have two different sets of glasses on today?
These are for distance and these are for reading.
Oh.
So what happens when you turn 30?
What happens when you turn 30?
No, that's what happens when you
Oh.
turn 30.
Fuck off.
This is the
No, I
first
have
day
I have
ever.
two different pairs of glasses as well.
This
I'm
is
at
the
that
first
point.
day in months, maybe years, that I haven't put my glasses on while being here today.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Look at you. We're all
You're
changing-
like,
we're
I don't
changing
want to
things
see what
up
they
today.
really look like.
Because they weren't balancing you, were they?
No.
I don't know.
No, I'm having a little lozenge.
A lozenge.
A la lozenge.
Claire came in and was like, "Hey, I've got bird flu. I'm ready to record." Shit, that wasn't nice. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for Matt to say
Yeah,
something.
but he didn't because it's not funny, and I'm sorry. So I love you. I'm sorry. Claire's fine.
You're gonna have to hug her now.
I actually feel like happier.
See?
Well, I'm actually
Yeah.
super tired, but
But you had some vitamin C.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because knowing
3 of those.
knowing
Like
you,
big. There is nothing we can
do.
do. Knowing
we
me,
cannot
knowing
pay for
you.
this. We do not have
We
the
don't have
budget
to visit
to pay for the rights for this
This
song.
This time,
So
Down with
don't
you.
sing it.
Da-da-da-da.
All right. So
is that it, Matt? That's all
think-
that
I
was in
think-
there. I like that. That was fun.
oh,
It was fun, actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that more when you miss.
Ba-
We'll be like,
balance is only about work-life boundaries.
No.
Well, thank you for that insightful retort.
It's like
to
Gladiator,
my-
but with myths.
yes. You just no. Next time, just do thumbs up and thumbs down for the podcast.
Okay.
That'd be much better.
Okay.
That'd be more effective.
Okay.
This is what I do want to say.
2-star review.
This podcast I started because I was, I've been dealing with my own grief for
Thumbs up.
a long time. Yeah, thumbs up on
Oh,
that.
I thought you said to say.
And I thought that it would be helpful, and I thought it would be a good way to relieve some of that
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
stress. And obviously, as we've gone on, we've had loss in our life. Claire, I think, has been to a few funerals while we've been doing this podcast. Grady just lost his mom. Today is my sister's birthday.
That's
And
crazy.
sometimes it's not troubling, and sometimes it's their death day that's troubling. My sister died on the she died on the 21st of October, but her birthday was on the 12th. So we had celebrated her birthday, and then
Some
I don't know,
people die.
like
I've
10.
noticed people die close to their birthdays.
it's pretty crazy.
They just
So
got to
it's-
make that
it's
full
a
circle.
weird. It's a weird
My
thing.
mother made it a few months after her birthday.
I was directing a production of Young Frankenstein, and the only way I could get out of working on it, because it's just an awful script,
Well,
is
she passed.
my sister had to die.
She
So-
did that for you.
You were loving
It's
that.
very, very fucking sweet of her to get me out of that shit. Although the day that she died, I then went in to do the lights because I promised to do the lights for that theater. And then the guy who was the president of the theater who played the lead in that, because they made me cast him, then blackballed me from that theater, even though it came in on the day that she died. So fuck you to that theater. Happy birthday to my sister.
Happy birthday.
And
Happy birthday.
I'm
Maybe
not sure how I feel right
Maybe
now
she's
about
met
it.
my mom.
I think they would get along very well. If all of that stuff exists, I think they would get
Sundays
along.
Patty has choir and tennis, but she's probably free a little bit. If you hear me, Mama, go find Matt's sister.
Yeah, follow the smell of marijuana, and she'll be there.
As my mother would go, Matt, no, that's awful.
No, she may not smell it. It may be all vapes in heaven.
No, she would go, I have a nose, Nikki LaPuff. What do you mean? I know you've been smoking in my car. Yes, ma'am.
It's so silly to think that you could get away with smoking in a car,
Yeah,
and that
we
people
did.
won't
We
smell it.
thought of that.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
absolutely.
little Banaka, yeah.
I used to walk
Remember
around
Banaka?
high thinking like I'm fooling everybody,
No.
and there's no way. My parents
I'm
were like,
talking
"Ugh."
cigarettes more.
Mm-hmm.
No, but especially cigarettes. Cigarettes smell
I
much
mean,
worse
in
than
the
marijuana.
hair, in the clothes, and you're like, up for perfume, I'm good.
Yeah.
You smell like an ashtray.
Mm-hmm.
No, you
idiot.
smell like a menthol ashtray when you have
Oh.
the mint on there.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
The Newport. Do you remember Banaka, though?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think they took that off the market. It causes cancer. I shouldn't say that.
No, because we will get sued.
Yes,
it
we will.
doesn't. We don't know that Banaka does anything.
I don't think they make it anymore, do they?
When we
I've never heard of it.
when
It's a mouth like spraying, like the
people used to spray it
commercials
before
always
they
like they're
kiss him.
skiing, and then they stop and go, then put their helmet back on and start skiing again.
Or that
Wow.
the boy will spray his mouth
Oh,
and
right.
then they'll kiss.
And they go in
Yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah.
kiss, and then Banaka comes up
And
before they
totally
lock lips.
without consent, I think. Goes
Ew.
in for the kiss.
She,
Yeah.
she said, I think
This was
it's
the
okay.
80s.
Yeah. No consent.
Yeah. So when I didn't have my voice,
Use Banaka.
we did the end of the podcast here as
Right.
opposed to me doing it afterwards. So what do you think we learned today?
Oh. This time went by really fast.
Yeah, it did. That's what I learned. Time flies.
Matt, I learned that Matt
That's a
can't
great
let go of anything.
That's true.
I've learned that I didn't realize what you're doing is with this show, what y'all are doing is needed right now, and it's quite important. I'm glad to know that. I'm glad that you're part of that. And I think when you come out of this, you'll even, I think, be more, maybe pride, not the right word, but happy that you were part of something that brought this kind of joy to audiences. We need this more than ever. And you're a big part of that.
It's interesting.
And driving
Definitely
that ship, and you even saying, like, I'm able to tell this story and keep it moving in a way. And that is of the utmost importance with a 3-act piece like this.
Yeah.
And it is important. So that's what I've learned.
I do think, look, I think all art during these moments are very important. So
Rebellious and
I'm
important,
happy-
absolutely.
happy
yes.
to be a part of something that can do that for
What's
people.
I've learned? That's enough. I've learned enough.
Yeah. All right. So this has been the Last Will Podcast. I hope you like what you heard. If you do, please rate, review, and subscribe. We can be found on the lastwillpodcast.com, or you can email us at mattyoung@thelastwillpodcast.com.
Or you can go by Matt's work.
Yes, you can hop by my work, but I leave at 1, so, you know, you
Wow.
got to get there early.
What a day.
Yes, I'm very lucky. My hours are very nice. Anyways, so if you like what you heard, tell your friends. We could use the help. We like talking to you. Anyways, bye for now. Oh, let's get that boat.
Oh, I think we'll make it this time.
Yeah.
Grady, are you coming?
No, I can't. I have plans. They've changed. I'm coming. Wait.
Matt, do you have that necklace?
Yes.
Don't drop it in the ocean. It's worth so much money. Our kids are going to school with that.
Not again.
Bye.
I wanted to watch it the other night. I was like, hey, Chris, do you think about Titanic too? Or are we recording?
Yeah, of course. You were about to tell a story about Titanic when I was going to shut the recording off.
Claire, you think about Titanic too?
Do I think about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not again.
All right,
Not
bye.
anymore.
So that was our show. I hope you enjoyed listening to the Last Will Podcast. We certainly had a lot of fun doing it for you. Before we go, I just want to say next week I'm going to have a special guest. I'm going to bring my niece here, Lenny May, and she is going to discuss regret. And it is going to be a heck of an episode. We're moving in on close to my sister's. It's actually was her birthday today, and was born on the 12th and died on the 21st of October. So we're getting close to the anniversary of that. So I think it's about time that Lenny comes in here and we talk a little bit about regret and talk about her mother and talk about grief. She's going off to college next year, so she had to write an essay, and I think it's a pretty interesting thing. So we'll bring that to you next week. Thank you for listening. Again, if you like us, please rate, review, and subscribe. Yes, we can be reached at Matt Young at I think I said that before. Matt Young at The Last Will Podcast or The Last Will Podcast.com on Instagram, and TikTok. I guess it's at Proceed Moon. That's where our TikTok is, but we don't do a lot of stuff about the show. We do some stuff. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Please tell a friend. Until next time, onward, forward.